What?
You're watching KWWL, Iowa's News Channel 7. This is Sports Plus.
It's Easter Sunday, and while some of you may have spent the afternoon hunting for eggs, some of the world's best golfers were hunting for one thing, a green jacket. That's right, it's Masters Sunday, final round of the Masters in Augusta, Georgia. Phil Mickelson started 7 shots back, but had a great final round. Watch this unbelievable shot on the 7th. Hooks it around the trees, lands within inches of going in. Mickelson finished at 9 under. Meanwhile, Tiger Woods playing with Mickelson. Tiger making his way up on the leaderboard today. Here he is on the 16th hole. He settles for a birdie and stumbles with 2 bogeys. He would finish at 8 under. Then Kenny Perry on the 18th with the chance to win it all on this 20-foot putt for par. He cuts it a little short to the left, and that would send it into a 3-man playoff. Perry, Chad Campbell, and Angel Cabrera. Here's Cabrera on the final playoff hole. 1 foot between him and that green jacket, and it goes in. He wins the Masters. It's his 2nd major win. Now the final standings, Cabrera in 1st, Perry and Campbell tied for 2nd, and 4th and 5th. There you can see Mickelson finishes off in 5th. Now back to Easter Sunday and the Iowa baseball team. The Hawkeyes upped their straight losses to half a dozen. And no, I'm not talking about eggs. That's 6 straight losses. Yesterday they dropped a game 2 against Indiana. Today they were back at it. Bottom of the 4th, Indiana up 3-1. Iowa's Wes Fry with the RBI hit to left. That brings home a run. It's 3-2 Indiana. Then bottom of the 7th, Ryan Durant scores on this error. Indiana catcher Josh Pagley loses the ball behind the plate. Now top of the 8th, right back at you. Iowa loses the ball, and Indiana with the steal home. It's 6-3 Hoosiers. Indiana wins it 8-4. Meanwhile, the Iowa women on the road this Easter Sunday. The Purdue Boilermakers hosting the Hawks. Senior Brittany Wheel throws her 4th no-hitter. Hawks with the 4-0 win. That boosts their record 33-9. That's 5-3 in the Big Ten. Up next for them, a doubleheader Wednesday at Northwestern. Meanwhile, the UNI women fell against Wichita State yesterday despite their hopes for a 3rd Valley sweep. Down 3-2 in the 5th. 2 on Mackenzie Daw. The freshman hits the grounder, and that brings home a player. Wichita State wins the game, though. The Panthers take the series, and the Lady Panthers are headed to Bradley on Tuesday. Now, while the UNI softball team looks to build on this season, the Panther baseball team is playing their final season. The committee that planned to save the Panthers offered to raise $250,000 every year to fund the program. But this week, the athletic department announced they could not afford the additional $100,000 needed to keep the program alive, and they rejected the proposal. Meanwhile, the Colonels can officially say they've started their season with another sweep. Yesterday, they capped off Beloit. Manuel Carrera's first debut in Cedar Rapids. Here he is with the 5-4-3 double play. Colonels sweep the Snappers 9-4. They're on the road all next week. They host Clinton April 21st at home. To the big leagues, Cubs at Milwaukee. First pitch of the game, watch this. Alfonso Serrano to center field. That's his 51st home run, folks, and it's 1-0 Cubs. Then bottom of the 4th, Cubs up 5-1. Brewers light up the board as Corey Hart hits this one deep into right field opposite, and it's 5-2 Cubs. Then watch this play as Brewers' Prince Fielder sacks this one out to right. It's a high fly. Johnson with the amazing catch. He puts it into the field, and the Cubs, it's 8-5 at the bottom of the 9th currently right now. That's the current score. Coming up next on Sports Plus, we'll take you inside the ring of the Cedar Valley Boxing Club, covering news and sports in Dubuque, Waukon, Independence, and your hometown. This is Sports Plus on Iowa's News Channel 7.
And this